How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. This is really weird. The rabbit hole continues getting deeper. There's a lot of conspiracies about the Trump shooting recently, and so really weird one. This isn't even a conspiracy, but the shooter was featured in a Blackrock ad from last year. And we have the ad here. I'll play it for you. We'll talk about some of the other news in the market too. Some pretty big news coming out of China, or at least a huge possible leak, or just a very interesting rumor going on with Bitcoin. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one as soon as I make them. This one obviously is a little bit different than the normal videos because usually we're talking about news. This is kind of news, but just a really weird coincidence. If you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. As you can see, it's pushing up. Bitcoin's pushing up to 63.4 right now. If you want to trade this, which I've been trading for a while on a couple different platforms, and it's been going really well in a bull market. That's when you want to go on leverage if you want to trade leverage at all. So definitely check out the links underneath the video so that you can start trading here today. There's also a link. Ooh, my phone's telling me to stop. I have to do something else, but no, I will not stop. There's too much news to hit on. If you want to trade on another platform, there's a link to CoinW You underneath the video. They have spot and futures trading over there. And there are airdrops on both of these platforms where you can get some free money. So, sign up, start depositing, check their terms and conditions to make sure you can do that. And then you can start making some money. But let's take a look at this. The rabbit hole goes deeper. The shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was featured in a 2023 Blackrock ad. The Blackrock ad was filmed at Bethel Park High School, which Crooks attended. Crooks can be seen at the 19-second mark. Okay, really weird. Let's just play this for you.
I teach AP and honors economics in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Financial well-being to me is knowing that I can be free to do the things that I love to do. I hope when I retire someday, they say that guy made this place a special place to come to school and gave as much as he could to help the community.
So if you didn't catch it, Matthew Crooks is right here. Okay. And I know some people don't really care about this, but when you look at some of the events that have happened over the last year, I mean, it is kind of odd with BlackRock becoming very bullish on Bitcoin, which makes sense. It's a great asset class. And then Trump becomes very bullish on Bitcoin. And then there's this shooting, and these two are somehow tied together now. I don't know. It is fascinating to look at just how weird this situation really is. Now, Donald Trump tells Fox News that he will be announcing his vice president today. Looks like it will be in about 3 to 4 hours. So I'm sure there's going to be some news around that. Some people are going to be paying attention to that. Matthew Schultz says, ICYMI. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink just told Jim Cramer that Bitcoin is digital gold and that he's now a firm believer. I actually put this in my last video. If you haven't seen that last video, I'll put it on the end screen. But he kind of blew Jim Cramer's mind and changed Jim Cramer to be bullish on Bitcoin. At least that's what Jim Cramer says. He also goes through like 3 different reasons why people might want to buy Bitcoin. And then he says, at Real Donald Trump, after surviving the horrific events of the weekend, is meeting with Bitcoin miners next week. He's done this already. Like, he has pictures with a bunch of the Bitcoin miners. It's a great time to be America's Bitcoin miner. CLSK, CleanSpark. Okay, so let's take a look at CLSK stock. If you don't know, Matthew works and is one of the biggest or one of the high ups at CleanSpark. CleanSpark's up 15.4% today, going absolutely insane from some of the news recently. Now, CleanSpark, I think, is the best Bitcoin miner out there. I think they're the most profitable. I think they have some of the best cost of producing Bitcoin in the market, and that's where I have all my equity in the Bitcoin miner space is within CleanSpark. So if you want to check that out, you can. Of course, this is not a plug for CleanSpark. I'm not sponsored by them. I'd love that. CleanSpark, talk to me. But no, that's not the situation. I just think that they're the best, one of the best miners out there, probably the best miner out there. Now, this is a huge rumor. According to David Bailey's sources, China will unban Bitcoin in late 2024. David Bailey is the CEO of several different things, including the Bitcoin conference, including, I believe, Bitcoin Magazine. We could just go to his page. Let's just do that. David Bailey, Eternal Optimist Builder, backer. Okay, Bitcoin Magazine, Bitcoin Conference. Yeah, so he's the CEO of both of those. But yeah, according to him, they think that China is going to unban it, which would inject a lot of liquidity, or would unlock a lot of liquidity from the Chinese markets. This is what he said. I told you all 3 months ago, China plans to greenlight spot Bitcoin ETF trading in RMB in 2025. There are major geopolitical moves being made right now. These things do not happen by accident. Bitcoin space race. And recently he talked about how some of the conversations he's had, he's not bullish enough. He's the most bullish person in the Bitcoin space, and he's not bullish enough. You can see, he also says 0.65 million per Bitcoin is the floor. So basically $650,000 Bitcoin as the floor. I believe he made this kind of his title or mantra or name back when gold was around this market cap, an equivalent market cap. Now gold's pushed up, so now it's more like $750,000 or $800,000 Bitcoin is the floor, according to David Bailey. So it's fascinating. If you do want a ticket to Bitcoin Nashville, there's a link underneath the video to Bitcoin Nashville. Here are some of the head speakers. I know I've talked about it a lot recently, but there's an extra 10% off when you use the code underneath the video. And I believe you can even stack it if you pay in Bitcoin to get like an extra 31% off. But yeah, I mean, again, this isn't the most informative video with the shooter being in a Blackrock ad, but it is just fascinating to see what are the chances, right? What are the chances? There aren't that many people in Blackrock ads. It's not like they're doing massive campaigns where they have thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of extras. No, that's not the case. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you just, well, maybe I don't want, anyone to get too fired up, but is it just a coincidence or is it something more? Let me know down below in the comments section. Definitely check out my last video as well, where I talk about some of the more of the news in the market. I also have a couple videos coming up with someone that's big in the space, that's made a lot of money and has a lot of influence. So be on the lookout for those. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Oh, and check out MargeX and CoinW if you want to start trading cryptocurrencies. I should have added that. But of course, always trade responsibly. See you in the next video. Bye.